Hey everybody. Um, gonna get our U.S. history and geography maps finished up here. So let me get to the right slide, and then we'll get started. U.S. major cities. Boom. All right. So you'll want to use the same maps that you've been using up to this point. This is just the second page with the third and fourth maps. So label this, and we will be having a quiz over this at the end of this week, probably Friday. Let me get this started here. All right, so present. Okay, so the first of our major cities is Portland, and that's right there in Oregon. And then the second is up here in Washington, and that is Seattle. Then we have San Francisco in California. That's this one right here. Los Angeles, also in California, right there. I think it's the biggest city in the country. And San Diego, right there on the border with Mexico. Uh, Anchorage in Alaska is right here. Houston on the Gulf Coast in Texas is right there. And there's Dallas. Dallas actually has another big city next to it called Fort Worth, but we're just going to go with Dallas since that's the more well-known of the two. Minneapolis is the other city in the Twin Cities. We covered St. Paul when we did the capitals. St. Louis is right here in Missouri, right where the Mississippi and the Missouri River meet. New Orleans is down at the mouth of the Mississippi right here. And Kansas City is both in Kansas and in Missouri. So I have kind of a double dot there. I guess I could have put one big dot over the border. Zooming in on the southeast, just ignore that. We already covered Jackson when we did capitals. Charlotte, North Carolina is right there. Again, ignore Atlanta. We already did that. Birmingham, Alabama is right there. Tampa, Florida is right there. Miami is right there. Orlando is right there. Jacksonville is right there. And actually, I'm going to go back. I know I don't have the dot animated here, but also label Memphis, which is this one right here. I'm putting my pointer on it. It's on the far western side of Tennessee, right at the tip there. And then up in the northeast, we've got Milwaukee, Wisconsin, right here. Detroit, Michigan, right there. Cincinnati, Ohio, right there. Cleveland, Ohio is right there. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania is right there. Philadelphia is right there. Baltimore is right there. Newark is right there. Buffalo is right there. New York City is right there. And hold on a second. Chicago is this one right here. I don't know why the little label isn't animating. And hold on just a second. I'm just doing something really quick here. I'm just sending something. All right. And then we're moving on to physical geography. The Rocky Mountains are this entire mountain range here. The Mississippi River is this river. It starts up here at this lake and goes all the way down. See my pointer following my pointer all the way down there? And that's the Mississippi. The Appalachian Mountains are right here. The Cascade Mountains are up in the upper kind of northwestern area up here. The Sierra Nevadas run through California, really tall set of mountains. And then some of the mountain ranges that are part of the Rockies include the Cumberlands, which are closest to Tennessee. The Great Smokies kind of run right through the middle of the Appalachians. And on the far side over here in Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina are the Blue Ridge Mountains. So those are your three mountain ranges kind of in the southern part of the Appalachians. The Ozarks are right here in Missouri and northern Arkansas. Let's see what's next here. The Black Hills are right here. Oh, I see. There it is. The Iron Hills are up here, right kind of where this corner of Minnesota is. And then the Black Hills are right here in South Dakota. The Atlantic Ocean's over on this side. Pacific Ocean's over on this side of the country. Puget Sound is this body of water right here. San Francisco Bay is right there. The Gulf of California is right here. Pearl Harbor is right there.
You need to take him to Vandy to get him tested. He's feeling sick.
The Bering Strait is right here. The Gulf of Mexico is right there. Pamlico Sound is right there. Lake Ontario is this lake right here. Lake Erie is this lake right here. Lake Huron is this lake right here. Lake Michigan is this lake right here. Lake Superior is this lake right here. The Lake of the Woods is right on the border right here. Lake Okeechobee is this lake right here. Lake Itasca is that lake right there. The Missouri River is this river right here. The Arkansas River is this river. The Red River is this river right here. The Ohio River is this river right here. The Cumberland is this river right here. The Tennessee is this river right here. The Yukon River is this river right here in Alaska. And by the way, just watch my pointer as I'm animating these. The Great The Great Salt Lake is this lake right here, if I didn't mention it earlier. The Snake River is right here, it runs through the middle of Idaho. The Columbia River runs out of Canada down through Washington State and makes the border between Oregon and Washington there. The Colorado River runs out of Colorado down through the Rockies and basically comes right here. This is where the Grand Canyon is. The Gila River runs right through the middle of Arizona. The Great Plains are this area in the middle of the map right here. Mauna Loa is this volcano on the big island of Hawaii. Mauna Kea is this active volcano right here on the island of Hawaii. The Aleutian Islands are the islands here that come off the tip of Alaska. The Mojave Desert is this desert area right here. I kind of have it in a circle. This flat area in between the mountains here is known as the Great Basin. The Grand Canyon is right there. It's carved out by the Colorado River. Jamaica is this island right here. Cuba is this island here. The Florida Keys are right here. The Bahamas are these islands right here. Cape Hatteras is this cape right here. Oh. And then the border between Texas and Mexico is the Rio Grande, and that's this river right here. And then up in the northeast, we've got the Allegheny Mountains in Pennsylvania here. And that's part of the Appalachian Range. The Catskill Mountains right here in New York, just outside of New York City. Up in upstate New York, near the border of Canada, are the Adirondack Mountains. The Green Mountains run through the middle of Vermont. The White Mountains run through the middle of New Hampshire. The Potomac River is the border between Maryland and Virginia. Of course, that's the river that Washington, D.C. is on. The Delaware River forms the border between New Jersey and Pennsylvania. George Washington famously sailed across it during the Revolution. The St. Lawrence Seaway is right here. The Hudson River runs right up through New York State right here. Lake Champlain is this lake right here. Kind of a long, skinny lake in upstate New York. Green Bay is this bay off of Lake Michigan. Chesapeake Bay is this bay that goes right here up into Maryland, kind of on the coast of Virginia as well. Niagara Falls is in between Lake Ontario and Lake Erie. Long Island is this island right here, and it belongs to New York State, so it's part of New York. Cape Cod is this peninsula, this cape that kind of sticks out into the Atlantic Ocean. And that's it. So make sure you get your map filled out, and you'll have the rest of the period to study your map for the upcoming map quiz. Thanks a lot. And I'm going to end the meeting.